yogis, this is a short and sweet power flow class. I'm gonna sprinkle in some challenging balance postures, but we're not gonna be holding anything for very long. We're just gonna keep on moving and we're gonna get right into it. So come into downward facing dog for 5 breaths. You can take movement in your first downward facing dog just to stretch out your hips and your thighs and your arms and your neck. Breathe in and out through your nose for 3 more breaths. Last breath in your first down dog. Complete your exhale. Lift your right leg up, open your hip, bend your leg. Straighten your leg, level your hips, bring your knee to your nose, try to make contact. 3-legged dog, stretch up and back. Low lunge, step your foot between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Airplane lunge, hinge forward, reach back, crescent lunge. Airplane, step onto your right foot, reach back. Standing staff, left foot forward, arms reach up, maybe straighten your leg. Airplane pose, reach back, extend your leg, low lunge. Step back, high plank, lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, open your hip, bend your leg, straighten your leg, level your hips first, knee to nose. Stretch back, 3-legged dog, knee to nose, low lunge. Crescent lunge, reach up. Airplane lunge, hinge forward, reach back. Crescent lunge, reach up. Airplane, step onto your left foot, reach back. Staff pose. Arms up overhead, leg at a 90-degree angle or maybe straight. Airplane. Transition smoothly as you extend your leg back behind you and you reach back toward your heel. Low lunge. High plank, step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale. Adding on. Lift your right leg up. Right knee, right elbow. Squeeze. Right leg high. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Warrior 2 this time. 5-pointed star. Prayer squat, hands to your heart, sink down. Sweep it up, 5-pointed star. Warrior 2. Now your transitions back to crescent lunge. Heel off the floor, arms up overhead, right to airplane. Standing staff. Leg back to 90 if you straightened it. Hands underneath your foot for standing head to knee pose. Interlace your fingers. Extend your leg in the direction of straight. Bring your forehead towards your knee. Back to standing staff, leg at 90, arms up. Airplane pose, reach back. Extend your leg back. Low lunge. High plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, don't throw your head back. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Through your nose, inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last breath here. Left leg high, left knee, left elbow. Squeeze. Left leg high. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. 5-pointed star, same thing on this side. Prayer squat just for a breath. Sweep it back up to 5-pointed star. Warrior two, warrior two to the front of your mat. Remembering where we're going. Crescent lunge and airplane. Step forward, reach back. Standing staff, leg at 90 or straight. Back to 90, hands underneath your foot for standing head to knee pose. Interlace your fingers underneath your foot. Extend it forward. Maybe forehead touches knee. Back to staff. Airplane. Low lunge. High plank pose. Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale through your nose. 2 more here. Last breath in this down dog. Adding on again. Right leg lifts, twist across your body, right knee, left elbow. Right leg lifts, 3-legged dog, crescent lunge, step between your hands. Low lunge. Crescent lunge now. Warrior two. 5-pointed star. 1 breath out, prayer squat. 5-pointed star. Crescent lunge, warrior two, back to the front of your mat. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Step onto your right foot, left leg lifts. Bend your left leg for sugarcane pose. Take hold of your left foot, stretch back, and then without flinging your leg, back to half moon. Warrior two, step lightly back, arms come parallel to your mat. Crescent lunge. Rotate toward the front of your mat. Come into airplane. Standing staff. This time, take left peace fingers around left big toe. Right hand to your right hip. Extend your leg forward. Extend your leg to the side. Opposite arm reaches to opposite side. Come to a modified 5-pointed star. Both arms reach up. Toes point forward. Airplane pose. Step back. Low lunge. Take side plank option to bind your right toe with your peace fingers. Lift your foot up for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Maybe Ekapada. Keep your right foot lifted. Upward dog. Downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Always take a child's pose if you'd rather. Last inhale and exhale here. Left leg high. Left knee to right elbow. Twist across your body. Left leg high. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Warrior two. 5-pointed star. Prayer squat, just for an exhale. 5-pointed star. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Half moon. Sugar cane. Bend your right leg. Take hold of your foot with your right hand. Stretch and open. Extend back, half moon pose. And you're going to land in warrior two. Arms come parallel to the earth. Crescent lunge. Airplane. Back to standing staff. Right peace fingers around right big toe. Left hand to left hip, extend forward. Extend to the side, left arm to the left. Modified 5-pointed star, toes point out, arms reach up. Airplane pose. Rotate smoothly. Hips level. Back to low lunge. Side plank, other side, option to bind your left toe with your left peace fingers. Extend high for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga, Ekapada, optional. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Last inhale and exhale here. And get excited for what's coming next. So, right leg high. This time you're just going to step through between your hands. Crescent lunge, or low lunge, crescent lunge, warrior 2, reverse warrior, side angle pose. Right hand underneath right arm underneath right leg. Bind your hands behind your back. Step your left foot to meet your right. Bird of paradise. Stand onto your left leg. Lift your right leg up off the floor. Extend your right leg long for 3, 2, 1. Come back to side angle, bound side angle. Step your left foot back. Unwind your arms. And come into 5-pointed star. Hands to your heart, prayer squat for 1 breath. 5-pointed star. Standing straddle splits. Heels come behind your toes. Hinge forward, come all the way down. Hang here, enjoying this stretch, or come into a headstand. Lift your legs up off the floor. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. With control, lower your legs back to the floor so you're in standing straddle splits. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. High plank. Step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog for 3 breaths. This is your resting pose. You can always take child's pose. Last breath here. Bird of paradise on the other side. Left leg high. Step your foot between your hands. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Preparing for side angle. You can bind by taking your left arm underneath your left leg, clasping your hands behind your back, rolling your shoulder open. Step your right foot to meet your left. Put all of your weight onto your right foot. Lift your left leg up off the floor. Bird of paradise, extend your left leg long for 3, 2, 1. Step down, side angle, step back. Release your bind. 5-pointed star. Squat, hands to heart. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Standing straddle splits. Heels behind your toes. Hinge at your hips. Reach long through your fingertips. Hold here, or second chance or second round. For headstand, bring your arms to 90-degree angle. For a tripod headstand, hold here for 3, 2, 1. Like I said, no long holds. Straddle down with control. And come all the way back up. 5-pointed star. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. I'm adding this onto this side. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants today, so sorry for the little screw ups. Chaturanga, but I hope you're still enjoying the class. Downward facing dog. Look toward your hands, step or float through. Boat pose, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upward angle, peace fingers around your big toes. Come back into a straddle, hold. Come back to boat pose. Lower slowly down onto your back. Bend your legs. Take your feet flat to the floor. You have a choice, bridge or wheel pose for your back bend. For a wheel, flip your hands over, elbows point up, and press all the way up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Let your knees touch. Hold here, releasing your low back. Draw your knees in. Separate knees and feet for happy baby. Rock side to side. Bring your knees back to a 90-degree angle, arms to goal post. Release your knees to the right, gaze to the left. Back to center. Switch side. Sides, knees to the left, gaze to the right. That sound in the background are howler monkeys. Back to center. One last squeeze. Short, sweet, power flow. But you earned a Shavasana, so don't skip out on this one. Extend your legs long, your feet fall open, palms face up. Take a breath in through your nose, hold it. Let it go through your mouth. Slow your breath, relax your body. Please rest in your Shavasana as long as you have time for it. Thank you so much for joining me for this vigorous and exciting practice called Power Flow. Hands to your heart if you're upright. Thank you so much. Today as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.